a UK-born guitarist, harmonica player, and percussionist who first went to Ghana as a child in 1952, just at the age of 8, for a brief period, and later became involved in the West African music scene after returning to Ghana in 1969. In 1969, he was only 25 years old. And when he arrived in Ghana, he decided to naturalize as a Ghanaian. And that was when it all started for him. Can we go into detail? Our hero for today was born Edmund John Collins, and he was born in England. In fact, at the age of 8, in 1952, his parents decided to take a holiday in Ghana. As to why they chose Ghana, my brother, my sister, it is very clear. It was still in the days of colonialism. The British had taken over the whole of the country, and it was just another Britain. So it was easier to come into the country and be very safe, and also have the support of the British. After all, Ghana at the time was a British colony called Little Boy. And listen to the interesting thing. Remember that the University of Ghana was founded in 1948. And it was not called the University of Ghana. It was called the University College of the Gold Coast. It only became the University of Ghana, my brother, my sister, when Ghana became independent in 1957, and the University College of Ghana became University of Ghana in 1961, when it gained full university status. But before it became the University of Ghana, remember, in colonial days, it was known as the University College of the Gold Coast. Then in 1957, it became the University College of Ghana. And then in 1961, when the university had full university status, it was called the University of Ghana. So you see, remember this history very well. From the University College of the Gold Coast, it became the University College of Ghana in 1957. In 1961, it became the University of Ghana from that time. With that clarified, let's go into history. So in 1952, the father of Edmund John Collins, our hero for today, came to this beautiful university. At the time, it was called the University College of the Gold Coast. And he had come here to build and to start the Department of Philosophy, my brother, my sister. That was what he came into the country to do. And listen to the interesting thing that happened. He worked very hard, was able to build it up. And when he did, my brother, my sister, he decided to return to Britain. But his heart was still in Ghana. Returning to Britain with his mother, the father and mother got divorced. And when the divorce happened, Collins decided that he would have to find his own way from England. And where was that? It was going to be in Ghana. He had enjoyed Ghana as an 8-year-old, but he still needed to go to school. He went to school in Bristol, Manchester, in London, and in a science degree. And you need to underline that. He got a science degree. He was also playing music. And when he returned to Ghana in 1969, at the age of 25, which was always his dream from when he first set foot here in 1952, he came to Ghana in 1969 to the same university to study archaeology and sociology away from his science at the University of Ghana, Legon. He began to play with many local bands and has been involved with West African music from that time in 1969. And here you can see a photograph of him and some other people around him, in fact, doing music in his studio known as Boko. Today we are talking about Edmund John Collins, aka Professor John Collins. Now the good old professor has worked, recorded, and played with numerous Ghanaian and Nigerian bands, including the Jaguar Jokers, Francis Kenya, E.T. Mensah, Ablade, Fela Anikulapo Kuti, Konimo, Kwa Mensah, Victor Uwaifo, Bob Pinodo, the Bunzus, the Black Berets, T.O. Jazz, S.K. Opong, and Atongo Zimba. In fact, he played with all these African music greats, including Fela. This man you see here, my brother, my sister. And watch what happened. In the 1970s, he ran his own Boko High Life guitar band, which released 20 songs since 1982. He has been running the Boko recording studio 8 miles north of Accra in Achimota there. The studio released 9 records and 60 commercial cassettes and has released 3 High Life CDs, including Electric High Life on the Naxos label, Hong Kong, US in 2002. Vintage Palm Wine, and it was released on the Otrabanda Records, Holland, the following year. And then the Guitar and Gun, released on Stems and Earthworks, UK, the same year. Professor John Collins, my brother, my sister, is still here. And he's still spreading the music of this country to so many different people. He's one of the most knowledgeable, if not the most knowledgeable, when it comes to Ghanaian music. He's lived Ghanaian music, studied Ghanaian music. Though a white man from England, he got married to a Ghanaian woman and naturalized and decided to live here. My brother, my sister, Professor John Collins is about 79 years old today as we speak. He's also a music journalist and a writer with over 100 journalistic and academic publications, including 7 books published in the UK, US, and Ghana on African popular and neo-traditional music. He has given many radio and TV broadcasts, including over 40 for the BBC. And in 1978, he wrote and presented the BBC's first ever, as it was a 5-part series of radio programs on African popular music called In the African Groove. Today we remember this Ghanaian musician. Today we remember the percussionist who left the comfort of his home in England, divorced his family, and came all the way to live music and to live our culture. My brother, my sister, he was also on the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, GBC, talking our music. He has worked with so many Ghanaian artists, both dead and alive. In 1995, he joined the University of Ghana, where he has taught African popular music, the history and sociology of music. My brother, my sister, Professor Collins obtained his first degree in sociology and archaeology from the University of Ghana in 1972. I was only -2 years young. And he did his doctorate in ethnomusicology at the State University of New York at Buffalo, very close to Canada. My brother, my sister, He's giving lectures and workshops in Canada, the US, the UK, the Scandinavia, the Netherlands, Germany, France, the Caribbean, Ghana, and La Côte d'Ivoire. He's been a resident research fellow at the Northwestern University, African Studies Department of Evanston in the US, and at Dartmouth Art College in the west of England. Today, my brother, my sister, he's taking it cool, and he loves red wine. My brother, my sister. And the last time I spoke with Professor John Collins, I promised I was bringing him a bottle of red wine. I have not been able to fulfill this promise yet. Me and my producer will do that right after this show. We're going to find time within the week and go to the Blakk Studios, my brother, my sister, and visit Professor John Collins, who is knocking on the door of 80. He was on the executive board of the Musicians Union of Ghana, Musica, in the 1970s. And together with Professor J.H.K. Nketia and the Ghanaian folk guitarist Konimo, they together were able to build this wonderful thing. And here, you can see a photograph of him, George Darko, Jeduble Ambule. You can also see the great supremo of Ghanaian music, Kojo Entry. You can see KSM, very young at the time, and even Komla Domo, the late one. My brother, my sister, the Ghana Musicians Union was blessed to have such a great man, support and help. He also helped streamline the copyright administration of Ghana and much more. Today, my brother, my sister, we remember Professor John Collins. He is an epitome of knowledge when it comes to Ghanaian music. He's the acting chairman of the Boko African Popular Music Archives Foundation, formed in 1990. He's PRO for the All Ghanaian Musicians Welfare Association, consultant for Musica, patron of the Africa Obonu Music Therapy Drum Group, and consultant for the World Bank project to assist the African music industry. He's also a full professor of the music department of the University of Ghana, Legon, from where he runs with Aaron Bebe Sukura, the local Dimension High Life band that toured Europe in 2002, 2004, and 2006, and released a CD entitled Nyong on the French Disc Arion label. Today we remember you, Professor John Collins. I want to say thank you so much, oh my God, for putting Ghanaian music up there, for living your life and living the culture of the people. We want to thank you for living your comfort home right there inside England and relocating to this beautiful country and encouraging many more people to come into this country and enjoy the beautiful music of our people.
Papa mula home, mama mula home, how na ima vinye, banum po.
In the burden of knowledge, I ask you, now that you know what to do, BNN yo lay mini oba fe yo zunda kakane bezaka yini ye papango bokaya nungfifi ya ye nyano kaina wo bana ye hu ebe den lele ya njima singa be konne lele ya njima singa beri. I was trying to speak with Professor John Collins. Unfortunately, the line is not going through.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.